think of a summer day. The kind where you could just stick your tongue into the sunlight, lick the light to flicker your insides. Think of autumn leaves. Sitting bunched up and bright at the corner of a park bench, hear the crunch of the footsteps. Happy thoughts, both yellow and blue.
Like the silent creeping scent of samosas and pastries, always a sign that business has begun. Sometimes the aloo was too spicy, or maybe not warm enough, but our hearts were warm and bright. A lot like our huddled hands and huddled heads, crowding around a table, brainstorming each page, both yellow and blue.
Like equal parts of both excitement and dread, it created something of our own. Global Times gave us the space to truly become. I mean, where else would you find a school with a newsroom right within, which felt like home, both yellow and blue?
Like the midnight ocean with the lighthouse leading our little boats to the morning sun, we always liked to write. But how do we give more meaning to our actions was a question we learned to answer through each afternoon editorial meeting, where Bhavna ma'am always had space for all our ideas and for growth. A space where our teenage selves found how it feels to be treated like an adult, both yellow and blue.
We still remember the day Veera ma'am sat us down and asked us a question that stayed with us still. She said, "Have you ever heard there is nothing like bad writing?" We nodded our heads. That's just not true. Bad writing is bad writing. And just like that, we were initiated. Think spilt ink on old sheets, all smiles and haggard heartbeats, both yellow and blue.
Day 1, the initiation. Pitches heave with passion. Deadlines become trusted allies. Day 10, a stream of mails about pictures and stories and anxiety on display. Day 20, we welcomed layouts and drafts, margins brimming with scribbles and laughs. Closer and closer we march towards edit meet 1, 2 and 3. The days of reckoning and those of glee.
There was a novelty, a fire, feverish in its charm, found hanging around headlines. Embedded between the paragraphs, justified with a purpose, slanted for flair. No wonder our memory is filled with full of both yellow and blue.
When all is said and done, when time has passed and the memories have sprung, it is a home we remember, a family we miss, a space of belonging, both yellow and blue.
We started young, half-baked, confused. For me, it was a summer recipe at 12. We'd scribble on bits of paper, ripped out of math notebook. We were Shakespeare in our minds, but the words would mostly look a little bizarre, often unsure, both yellow and blue.
The teens had arrived when we were 14, rebellious, seen, when somebody suddenly told us make a newspaper. Crazy. It was life-changing, really. What gave joy at 15, taught responsibility as 16, was presented as a career at 17. Stepping out into the world, we had but nothing to lose.
Armed with everything we'd learned at the house of both yellow and blue, the summer recipe at 12 became the rest of our lives at 22. They say fate has a way of working itself out, but we can't remember the day it transpired this way, where the people and experiences we had could come together like this.
We rode through school for this, and now the writing's on the wall.
In both yellow and blue, the press badges, the newsroom, the editors, all firsts for us,
had come from within the walls of GT. Well, hindsight is 2020.